Welcome everyone, and I haven't done one of these in a while, and it's a TV series review. And it's a good of a comeback for a TV series reviews here on my channel. I'm here to give you one of my all-time favorite TV shows ever, Futurama. I love Futurama. There's definitely no doubt about that. The characters are wonderful. The quotations are memorable. The settings, the side characters, all of it is just great and memorable and iconic to its own rights. And the series created by Matt Groening, and it was started in 1999, and then it kind of ended with its 5th season in 2003. And at that point, it kind of seemed like it was all contained within 5 main seasons at that point. And all of them were tightly wrapped together. And since it's always alternating time and history and different side shows and all that sort of type of stuff, there's no real tie to each other. So it's not like a really big contained series like that. It can go on and on and on and expand throughout more. Just like with Doctor Who, even though I don't watch Doctor Who. Sorry, I don't. And I love the show. First off, the voice casting is really, really great. The biggest standout for me of voice acting in particular is John DiMaggio as Bender. John DiMaggio is a great voice actor, and he really brings out this crispy, grainy type of voice for Bender, and he's really, really great. And I love all these characters within their own rights. Bender, the alcoholic robot. Leela, the almost like the surrogate woman character. Amy, the intern. Zoidberg, the really dumb medic. The pencil pusher, Hermes Comrade, and the awkward, really funny Doctor. Professor Farnsworth. They're all really great characters. But my favorite character for me is Fry. Why is he my favorite character? Mainly because I feel so much related to him. Like, he's a character who's so emotionally attached to his past, and yet it's one of the most difficult things for him to do is accept that where he is that all of his family, all of his friends, even if it's wrong, even though they were all terrible to him, they're gone. And the way he reacts and feels towards that is something truly to behold in that sense. And I can really relate to that. And like someone like me right now, I'm really kind of both trying to move away from my past, but I'm still trying to learn and understand and grow and learn all that from my past, while still letting go of it. And I think many of us can immediately say, letting go of the past and learning to go forward for the future is a seriously difficult thing to do. And with Fry on the show, it's a very powerful thing to do because everyone he loves is gone. And that's a really powerful thing that's a really sad thing that not many people can say, that everyone they love is gone. Like, you're the last in your family's heritage line, and that can be really traumatizing for you. And I think the show has such clever nods to both fantasy and sci-fi and so many different things. From Terminator and Back to the Future, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings, it references so many great things. And there's some really big standout episodes. Like one of them with Fry figuring out why he fell into that cryogenical freezer that sent him 1,000 years into the future. That's a really big standout for me. Another one was the going to Mars as Amy's parents in the college thing for Bender and Fry. That was really a big one for me. And the first 5 seasons in particular. And my personal favorite of all the episodes is Jurassic Park. And to talk about that particular episode for me is very hard to do, because when I saw the episode when I was a kid, I know a lot of you would be thinking like, whoa, Jack, you saw Futurama, a show that's 14 and up, when you were younger? Yes, whatever. The ending to the episode was the first official TV episode that truly had me in tears by the end. It really, really did. And I, even up to this day, I can't watch the end with dry eyes. I really, really can't. I will tear up. Even if you sit me down and show me it, I will tear up. It's that powerful to me. It really means so much. Like, same thing with the whole tie-in aspect within the main character Fry, because, letting go from his past but still trying to grow along for the future. And it's still just a really powerful thematic message. I think it's really, really beautiful and brought to light, almost like in a tragic Shakespearean way of letting go of the past and learning from it and just going forward within the future. And this isn't like every single day for better with all of us. Like, we grow old with our siblings, with our friends, with our families. No. With Fry, everyone he loves is dead. They're all gone. And that's a really hard thing to understand. And the way he just pulls through with his friends and his side is so powerful and so amazing to watch. And it's just really powerful to watch. And also the show has some wonderful couples. The only two big ones I could really remember as well was definitely Kif and Amy. And probably my favorite, of course, Fry and Leela. Definitely, I love these two characters together because Fry, in his own sense, is just so funny and lighthearted and very, very wimpy in a certain sense. Yet Leela is also like this badass heroine type of character who's really, really great. And man, seeing these two together it's such a wonderful chemistry. And another big standout episode for me is an episode with Fry eating this like egg sandwich from a distant comet, and come back home, and he basically goes into like this better person, almost like this badass person, and he ends up going out with Leela. And by the end, is she loving me because of the person I've become, or is she loving me for my true self? And I think that's a really wonderful way to approach a certain aspect of the story in that certain light. And I think it's wonderful they approached it like that. And there's so many great humor jokes in that episode. And this whole series altogether is just wonderful. Like I was said before, unfortunately it ended in 2003. But it was picked up back again with 4 short films, I believe, in 2007 or 2008-ish time at that time. And the first one, which I have up here, short films. Aha. And I think for me, it's like the first one I believe was Better's Big Score, and that one was really, really great. And there's like the 3 ones afterwards, like the other one was with like with all the tentacles in their bodies. That was a really weird episode. I liked the setup for that, and I enjoyed the first like 10-15 minutes of that one. But it's like after that, it all really contradicts itself and really kind of shoots everything in the ass at that point. And the other 2 after those 2 shorts were just really shit. I won't say shit, but they were like really disappointing for Futurama fans. And after that point, it came back on TV, thankfully. And it ran from 2010 to 2013, and along those ones were just kind of hit or miss. I think pretty much like hit or miss. So there's like a few of them where I'll be like, this isn't so great, and there's some other ones where I'll be like, this is actually pretty good. It has some, and I will never say that they're just felt awful, because they always have interesting concepts. It's just the execution of them that are not that great. And that's, in my view, that's one of the secret geniuses of the show, is that it has such brilliant ideas but bad executions at times. And it's many of these new seasons from 2010, 2013 that were relatively half-half. And that in the end, I'm just going to say that it just really feels very supernatural that the show is gone now. And the episode where it all ends, and it's like it really ties everything up. This final episode is definitely, in my view, one of the best TV series finale episodes ever. It's so well done. I think it's so well written. It has a great sense of timing towards itself. And the jokes are really well done, and it's basically episode is centered around the fact that Fry and Leela are kind of frozen in time, where they stop everything in time, and they're like, they can do whatever they want because everything's stopping in motion like that. And it's really, really beautiful at the heartstrings of its own self-centered point. And again, in the end, it shows the eternal bond and love that Fry and Leela have for each other, and I think it's just wonderful. Very, very, very wonderful. And, man, like, I just love it. And the way it ends is such on a sweet, sorrow, very beautiful note that is like, when I saw the episode, even though I didn't see it, that episode when it actually came out on TV, I saw it online. Man, did that really just got me right here. Okay, it didn't bring me down in tears like Jurassic Park episode was, because that one, that's really an upsetting episode. But the way it ended was just so beautiful. It's like, I wouldn't change that. It's just, you cannot write a better ending for this series at that point. And spoilers, like for anyone who hasn't seen that last episode, is that Fry is trying to propose to Leela. Like I said before, they get wrapped up in a frozen moment within time. And the concept and the idea and the execution is just very great, and I love it. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling the show has. Until the sad, well, I wouldn't say it's bad, but until the really, really weird crossover with Simpsons, with the whole other Matt Groening show, which should have ended 8 years ago, but it didn't. Please, end the show. I love The Simpsons. I love it as much as the next person does, but it's had its peak now, and it is just flying deeper to the ground. Enough about Simpsons, but I'm just saying there's like some moments where it had some really funny jokes and had some good moments within itself, but it just had so much rushed essence in it, and it had, like I said before, it should have had such good potential. Just not a good execution. I'm just gonna say about the Simpsons and the Futurama crossover, I'm not saying it isn't that great, but it's not awful either. Like, it could have been a lot worse. Trust me, it could have been a lot worse. But in the end, I'm just gonna say that Futurama was a really impactful and powerful show for me, mainly because for the factor that, to me, it showed, I'm not sure if I can speak for anyone else in this, is that it showed no matter what happens in the past, don't let it define you. And it shows no matter what happens, just keep striving forward. And the main feeling and the main progression of the show for me has this feeling of you can change however much of yourself or of other people that you want. What does matter, above all things, is that what really matters in the end for me at Futurama is that it shows some things were not meant to be changed. And even if you do have an opportunity to change something of your past, in the end, you may feel not all that great because of it. And it shows the main fragility of what should and shouldn't be changed within history, and how the alteration of history. And I'll end with this with a wonderful quote, and that is, it's better to live with your mistakes than to redo them, because you can at least learn from those mistakes that you already did. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because Futurama for me was definitely one of my all-time favorite TV shows with smart writing, clever characters, and above all things, a smart, brilliant execution of a main, almost like time-traveling TV show. And I love Futurama to the day I die. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening, for watching this, and I will see you within the future for much, much better things. Until then, I'm out. And remember, stay strong.